Did Pedro just sabotage the entire Marvel universe? Like, you might think a massive Marvel reboot like Fantastic Four would have the whole internet buzzing. But instead of hype, we're watching something else entirely, total chaos. The spotlight isn't on the story, the visuals, or even Galactus. It's locked squarely on Pedro Pascal, and not in a good way. His press tour has spiraled into one of the most divisive campaigns Marvel has ever seen, and insiders say Disney is freaking out behind closed doors. So, what happened? How did Pedro go from fan favorite to Marvel's biggest liability overnight? Let's break it all down. Section 1. From superhero to super problem. The press tour should have been electric. You've got Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. Big name, big expectations. Instead, what we got was, well, a masterclass in self-sabotage. Every interview, every panel, every red carpet moment. Pedro didn't talk about the film, he talked politics. Loudly, aggressively, unapologetically. What was supposed to be a celebration of Marvel's first family has turned into an ideological minefield. Disney? They're sweating. This was supposed to be the cleanest rollout since Endgame. Instead, it's deja vu of the Marvels and Snow White, and fans are already comparing the press tour to a full-on meltdown. Section 2. The quote that ignited a firestorm. Then came the moment that lit the fandom on fire. Pedro went on record saying, "We live in a time where failure is celebrated," and followed it up by accusing right-leaning fans of rooting for the movie to tank. That wasn't just an opinion, that was a direct shot across the fandom. People weren't just upset, they were split. Suddenly, Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, it all erupted. Longtime Marvel supporters felt insulted. Casual fans were just confused. And some audiences began tuning out entirely. The press tour stopped being about superheroes and started feeling like a political rally. Section 3. Not real fans, the blow that broke the community. If that wasn't enough, Pedro doubled down, hard. He said fans criticizing the film's box office expectations were losers and not real Marvel fans. Yes, he really said that. And he didn't stop there. He told people not to watch the movie if they didn't align with his views. Not exactly the best sales pitch, right? He went as far as calling out anyone who cared about earnings, branding them as part of some extremist narrative. His words? If you're analyzing this like a spreadsheet, you're missing the point. That may have worked in an indie film press tour, but this? This is Marvel. And Marvel's fans are passionate, loyal, and yes, often very numbers-driven. Section 4. Fans strike back. Boycotts, breakdowns, and burnout. The reaction? Explosive. Hashtags like "Not My Fantastic" and "Kai Cyberwork Tone-Deaf Marvel" started trending within hours. YouTubers with millions of followers dropped videos breaking down every inflammatory quote. Even merchandise pre-orders began slowing down. Retailers started to get nervous. One viral comment summed it up perfectly. They want our money, but not our opinions. Thousands echoed the same sentiment. Fans weren't just angry, they felt betrayed. The movie that was supposed to revive Marvel is now being weaponized against the very people who built the franchise. Section 5. Disney and Freefall. Total disaster leaked from the inside. Now here's where it gets even messier. Leaks from inside Disney say execs are furious. According to insiders, private meetings have already been held to discuss pulling Pedro from future interviews. The marketing team had a completely different rollout plan. Highlight the cast, tease the villain, drop stunning clips. Instead, every headline is about Pedro's latest outburst. Meanwhile, fans are complaining that Disney has released too many clips already. Some say the entire plot feels spoiled, and the one character who might have saved the hype, Galactus, has barely made a cameo in any promo. It's giving desperation, not excitement. Section 6. If you're against DEI, don't show up. Just when things looked like they might settle, Pedro went even further. He flat out said that anyone opposed to DEI initiatives or feminist activism shouldn't bother watching the movie. His words were sharp. If that's you, stay home. Fans were stunned. He compared Marvel fans to toxic Star Wars fans, said older viewers are stuck in the past, and claimed that true supporters embrace change, no questions asked. This wasn't just alienating trolls. This was burning bridges with core, loyal viewers. Suddenly, what was supposed to be a love letter to comic book legacy started to feel like a manifesto against tradition. Section 7, the bigger picture, Marvel's identity crisis. Here's the thing, this isn't just a Pedro problem, this is Marvel's wake-up call. Between the Marvels, Eternals, and now Fantastic Four, something bigger is happening. A brand built on shared fandom is now fractured by division. Marvel used to unify people across ages, backgrounds, and beliefs. Now, it's becoming a battleground, and Disney knows it. Their box office model relies on broad appeal, merch sales, fan excitement. But instead of those things, they're watching their biggest reboot fizzle under a tidal wave of controversy. The Pedro Pascal show isn't just bad press, it's a warning sign. Conclusion. Will this be Marvel's biggest flop yet? As we approach opening weekend, fans aren't asking about the plot or the villain. They're asking, what the heck happened to Marvel? And right now, Disney's silence is saying everything. The trust is broken. The narrative is off the rails. And unless something changes fast, this won't just be a failed press tour. It could mark the end of an era. So, what do you think? Is Pedro Pascal trying to send a message? Or is this just a star spiraling under pressure? Will Marvel recover, or is this the beginning of a major downfall? Let us know in the comments, and if you're still watching Fantastic Four on release day, we want to hear why. Don't forget to hit like, share this video with someone in your group chat, and subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive. We've got more wild studio meltdowns, behind-the-scenes leaks, and unfiltered Hollywood chaos coming your way. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the real drama isn't on screen.